If a wizard wants to make a Vorpal sword in Dungeons and Dragons, he needs to be 17th level to create a very rare magic item, and working alone, it will take him 55 years to complete the work. This is not something a wizard would do without a lot of consideration and thought. Unless the wizard is immortal, it will be his life's work creating something he cannot use, unless he's multi-classed, of course. But if when creating powerful magic items, wouldn't magic users, the wizards, the clerics, etc., want to influence or control the use of such magic items? At the moment, there's on most magic items, there's absolutely no control over who gets it, who uses it. But if you give magic items sentience, then item would reflect the purpose, not exactly of the creator. It would reflect the sentience, the will and desire of whatever sentience the creator invested in the item. He could have invested his own sentience in the item, like Sauron did in the ring, but also quite possibly he could find a volunteer, possibly some other worldly creature from another plane, or I would rule somebody. If you somebody who is approaching old age and would like to, as their body diminishes and they find they're less and less in control of their own body and bodily functions, and the pain of living is getting to them, and they know that they are going to die, they are mortal. Maybe they would happily choose the immortality of being the sentience in a sentient magic item, and from there be able to pass on their wisdom and their values to future generations. And I think this would make magic items not just sort of a free lottery win or something, but actually more like an office or a duty, a position. If you get one of these magic items, you are expected to act in a certain way, and it'd be more like having fulfilling a privilege, like Arthur pulling the sword from the stone. It's not just anybody who can have that magic item. It's the true king. So I think I think powerful magic items would, in general, be sentient, because the creator would like to control and have some influence on the mentality and beliefs and behavior of the people who wield it in the future. And it would also give organizations, guilds, factions more. It would give players more of a reason to belong to factions, and it would give factions something they could reward loyal and successful players, characters with a magic item that is in tune with their values. And so somebody who you cannot just take, for example, an item from the Harpers or from the Zhentarim in the Forgotten Realms and use it against them. The powerful ones will contain a life force. All the powerful ones, anything I'd say above rare, which even a rare item takes 5 to 6 years of work to create it, and a lot of money. These things would probably have a sentience in them, which would, the sentience controls the functions of the magic item, and would would greatly influence the player's behavior, and it would create more of a role-playing dynamic. I have in the back of my mind a campaign against a lich that I'd like to try out, where the players go up against a lich, possibly kill them, well, possibly defeat the lich in combat, but has no idea where the phylactery is, and the lich either tries to hunt them down individually and kill them off, which it could quite possibly do, but if they're clever, they might be able to beat it off again, in which case it would just again go into hiding. But they and then as they sort of start dying of old age, then it would reappear and kill them in old age, and their god would offer them the opportunity to become magic items, immortal magic items, with the time span and the sort of investigative ability to find, to lead various mortals to fight this lich over centuries, to through these encounters discover the lich's sort of weaknesses and clues as to where its phylactery might be hidden in the multiverse. The multiverse is a big place, and my liches don't hide their phylacteries next door, you know, behind a secret door. They are well and truly, the gods don't know. Maybe one or two gods do, but you know, you need to be a god of the right type to know where it's been hidden, or to guess where it's been hidden. But would you be interested in playing sentient magic items, and having the sort of player characters that are described in the player's handbook as your sort of accessories, but you are actually playing the magic items, and the living things are expendable? And what do you think about having more sentient magic items? Old people, when they old successful retainers and devotees to different causes, are rewarded by becoming magic items, and they pass down their learning, their wisdom, and their values to future generations, and probably because they come from different periods and different time periods, they also embarrass and always complain about the younger generation, and there's always that sort of conflict there, which could add an interesting role-playing dynamic. Anyway, just some ideas on magic items. My name's Caius. I love role-playing games, and I hope to see you in one.